I finished a kettlebell program that I had started several months ago, and then I just stopped. Not because I didn't like it, but because I kind of got lost trying to figure out what to do next. So if you have ever fallen out of your routine because you didn't know what to do next, or maybe you have struggled with knowing where to start and even starting a fitness routine, let's talk about it. We can treat strength training and movement as optional when life gets busy. And life gets busy, right? But God designed our bodies to move with purpose. And strength is not just about looking a certain way, although let me tell you, it would be really nice if I could improve some muscle tone here. but but that's not the main purpose for strength training. It is about stewardship. Now, if you're not familiar with that word stewardship, let me put it this way. Think about your car and how we need to periodically put fuel in the car just so that it will go, right? And we want to make sure we're doing regular maintenance to keep the car running well. This is what I talk about when I say stewardship in relation to our health and taking care of our physical bodies. Strength training builds physical capacity to carry life and to be able to stand when things get heavy, just to be able to do the things that we need to do. So, why did I choose the kettlebell earlier this year when I wanted to start doing some intentional strength training? A kettlebell works holistically, teaching functional strength. So it's not just about, just working arms or just working legs, right? We're not isolating muscle groups. The offset. This is a kettlebell, and I will show this again in a minute. But so it has an offset center of gravity, and that forces the whole body to stabilize and to stay balanced. And this trains foundational integrated movement patterns. It's one simple tool that trains the body to work as a unified system, just the way God designed it. So I want to give a shout out to another YouTube channel called Jim Over 30. It was his functional kettlebell program that I finished probably a couple months ago now. And it had a 2 to 3 day a week routine that you could do using exercises like suitcase carries and deadlifts, rack carries and cleans, overhead carries and presses. And if you're not familiar with the kettlebell, you have no idea what I just said. So check out Jim Over 30 to learn more about the kettlebell and how you can use that as part of a functional holistic fitness routine. I finished that program, and then I thought, oh, let me just go onto YouTube and find my next workout. What I found was that you can use this kettlebell in the holistic functional way that I had just learned how to use it, but you can also use it in what I'll call the more conventional way. Think the day to focus on upper body, or arm day, the day to focus on lower body, or leg day. It's where we were just kind of focused on specific muscle groups. So that's what I was finding. And I tried to kind of piece together into a more functional routine. And I just lost my rhythm. I got frustrated. And I just kind of fell off the wagon. Life got busy, had a lot of things in my day, so it was really easy to just skip it. I don't recommend that. So what I'm learning is that we don't need a new routine or a complicated program, okay? What we need to do is start exactly where we are with what we have. You want to start with the weight that you can comfortably lift without hurting yourself, and do it for a duration that you can manage without wearing yourself out, depending on where your fitness is right now today. And we want to focus as we're getting started on the form, learning how to do the movements with the weights appropriately so that we are actually working our bodies the way we are intending to. This faithfulness in this A small beginning can compound, and from that, we can grow. We can get stronger. We can lift heavier weights. We can work out longer. And this will translate over into our daily life, where we will find that we have more resilience and more capacity, able to do more things. But it takes time. You have to start small and build from there. Romans 12:1 says, "Therefore I urge you, brethren, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies a living and holy sacrifice, acceptable to God, which is your spiritual service of worship." So it's just like what I was saying earlier, how we want to take care of our car so we can get in the car, turn it on, and go where we need to go. We want to do the same with our bodies, and acknowledging that everything we have, that car, our body, is a gift from God. This is what God has given us to do this life in. So part of this spiritual service of worship is being a good steward of our body. And I'm not talking about a standard for like a perfectly disciplined athlete. I am talking about real women like you and like me showing up in our busy lives and doing what we can to maintain our strength and our mobility. This is especially important as we get older, right, ladies? I can hear you. Perhaps maybe don't have a kettlebell. Maybe you don't have some weights and you're like, I can't go out and buy a bunch of gym equipment. But here's the thing, functional strength happens in ordinary daily life. Now, I showed you this a moment ago. I picked up this kettlebell for Christmas this last year. And this right here is where you can add more weights to it. It's a, what do you call this? An adjustable kettlebell. So as I get stronger, I can add more weights and make this heavier. Now I do have to buy those weights. And this was not all that expensive. I found it at Academy. So you could go there and see whether they have these still and how much they are today, because that's been a while ago that I bought it. But you don't even have to do that. I realized something the other day as I had filled my 2-gallon watering can and was carrying it across the yard to water my plants. And it dawned on me, this is exactly the same as doing the suitcase carry when I'm doing the kettlebell workout. There it is. It's a real life use of that movement. And this is why I love the kettlebell so much. Look at your daily tasks and let's do them with intention, paying attention to your posture and engaging your muscles and your core. And look around at other things that you have. If you don't have kettlebell and you can't go out, run out and buy one now, you don't have other kinds of weights or equipment, maybe you have a gallon jug that you've used and you can rinse it out and fill it with water and you can use that. Maybe you have 2 of them and you can do kettlebell carries and lift them up. What other things? Drop your ideas down in the comments of what other things around the house that you could use for this kind of functional fitness and working our muscles with things that we already have. If you've been off track or haven't been able to get started on some kind of fitness routine to be a good steward of your strength and your mobility, pick one simple movement this week that you can start doing. And let's get back on track together. Drop a comment below with what you are committing to, and let's hold each other accountable. Totally. Drop a comment if you think about it, in a week or so and say, hey, Melissa, how are you doing with those kettlebells? Okay. If you want to keep building this kind of resilience, I put together a video in a past series called From Walks to Workouts, Easy Everyday Fitness Ads Over 50. So I will link that up here on the screen. I will put a link down in the description below. to both the fitness over 50 ads and to gym over 30. So you can go check that out and learn more about the different types of kettlebell exercises that you can do with either a kettlebell or something else that you have around the house, like a 2-gallon watering jug. I'm Melissa at Holistic Christian Living. Let's do our best to faithfully steward our strength and then trust God with the rest. I will see you in the next video.